Here we go. A message to the T1 LOL team. Let me get out of queue so I don't grief this. This is going on YouTube, boys. I've been meaning to read this. It came out 12 hours ago, right before their match. Here we go. Here's what they said. Ahead of today's match against KT Rolster, we'd like to share an update with our fans regarding a roster decision. After closely reviewing scrimmages and holding thoughtful discussions with the sole focus on team performance, it has been decided that Smash will be starting today while Gumayusi takes time to reset and regain form from the bench. Wow. I just hate the way they put that. I really hate the way they put that. Like, he needs to reset. He needs to regain his form. And the way he's going to do that is by being benched. I don't like the way that sounds. It just seems really rude and honestly not constructive or respectful to Guma and everything he's done for the org, right? Even if he's slumping, even if he's playing way worse than his like standards and what people expect out of him. I feel like that's just a really uncool thing to say about somebody. This decision was made by the coaching staff. We're sharing this now in hopes of alleviating the current confusion, which has unfortunately been shaped by a number of incorrect assumptions, some of which stem from our own lack of clarity. Moving forward, unless changes are made due to player illness or injury, we will not be pre-announcing roster decisions. This is to minimize both misunderstandings and any unintentional strategic disclosures. We hope our fans can understand and relate to... Wait, I thought I dodged. Hold on. Wait, let me get through this. And relate to the spirit behind this decision. Both Gumayusi and Smash are integral parts of T1. We deeply believe in all our players and in the strength of this team. We sincerely ask our fans to stand with us, united as one team, and continue supporting all of our players with the same unwavering passion that defines the team-first spirit. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Jeez. Okay. I'm going to say, yeah, maybe... the translation isn't perfect, right? Maybe the translation isn't perfect, but I'm just going to say the decision itself, it's competitive sports and fans are going to overreact to stuff like this to the maximum. That's just human nature, especially for like the team that is literally the most popular League of Legends team in the entire world. So I believe the org and I believe the coaches when they say it's purely based on performance. I know that there can be like a fucking 99 conspiracy theories about how Gumayusi, did this and did that and blah, blah, blah. But like, I think the truth is, I've been on a million of these situations myself. When people get benched, it's almost always for performance and no other reason. I don't think this is really any different. And if you're asking, why would they bench Gumayusi? He's a 2-time world champion. He's like the most consistent player on T1. The answer is they think Smash is better. And because of just the nature of competition, you can be great and you can still be replaced by someone better. And that's what the players /coach /org, whatever you want to say it, that's what they believe. They believe that Guma is a great player. Probably. I mean, that'd be crazy if they didn't. And they believe that Smash is better or that he is like a prodigy, right? That maybe at this exact moment, Guma and Smash, they don't know who's better. Maybe Guma's better, but Smash is like learning at a way faster rate than Guma. And by the end of the season, the team is going to play way better with him than with Guma. But yeah, the whole thing just got blown up, got put under a microscope. Every single word that the org says is being picked apart. I think the Joe Marsh thing where he's like enforcing that Guma gets to split time and all this stuff. This is all just complete bullshit. If Guma is so bad, why don't they just let him go? I'm sure they want to keep him as an insurance policy in case Smash just booms. Like, that's in their best interest. If it was a money thing, they could probably sell Guma off to China, but it's also up to him whether or not he wants to do that. Maybe Guma is holding out that the team will, let him play again and have him be the starter. So I don't know, guys. I don't believe in the conspiracy theories. I've been in a million of these. That I've also been kind of like in situations where my team is doing roster changes and people are like thinking and like fucking gossiping about what the possible reasons are. At the end of the day, if the team is playing better with a certain roster, they have an obligation to field that roster, basically. They do. They have to put their personal feelings aside, friendships aside, and do what it is that they think is the highest chance of winning. By the way, guys, by me saying that, I don't know. Like, I have no idea if the team is going to be better in the long run with Smash versus Guma. I'm a huge Guma fanboy, so I really wish that they had played better with him. But I can tell that Smash is also really fucking good. And this is his first split ever in Tier 1. So, yeah. It's funny because, in a way, he is kind of like the Guma of, like, 4 or 5 years ago. What was the other thing that I was going to say about this? I was going to say, I think six-man rosters are complete bullshit. You don't want to learn you don't want to learn a set play or a strategy or a decision that you figured out how to do a certain thing in the game, how to rotate, how to team fight, where to ward, what you're supposed to be calling. And then you switch rosters the next scrim block, and now you're playing with someone else and you just have to do it all over again. I think musical chair rosters is like one of the most detrimental things ever. So in my opinion, the way that it is you bench somebody, but you don't pretend. You don't do like splitting time and like you're testing them both. It's extremely unfair to everybody. It's not good for the team. And if you were going to do a 6-man roster, AD carry is the last position in the entire world that it would make sense to do. I don't think Guma and Smash should split time. I think that's a waste of time for both of them and for the entire team. You're going to be just learning everything that you're doing as a team twice, because once with one player, once with the other, getting confused constantly as to what you've already went over with what player. This is not a good way for a team to operate. And just imagine if you had to go through, at work, you're learning some sort of new procedure with a coworker. The next day, all your coworker changed and you have to like reteach them how you do things around here. It's really exactly the same thing as every single time you go into a review. The whole point of the review and the whole point of scrims is to get on the same page and move forward with the same strat. So I really don't think that 6-man rosters is real. Generally, when people say that, they're doing it to save face with the fans and say, oh no, he's still part of the team. He's just on the bench right now. Reality is no one really wants to do split time. It's just shit. So